Think about this. Millions of people are currently counting down the days to January 1st, convinced that a simple flip of the calendar is all they need to finally change their lives. They are waiting for a magical Monday to arrive. But here's the cold, hard truth. Statistics show that the vast majority of those resolutions will be dead and buried by January 15th. Why does this happen every single year? It's because most people rely on motivation, and motivation is a liar. It feels great for a week, but it disappears the moment you're tired, stressed, or busy. Think back to last year. How many things did you promise yourself you would do, only to let them slip away by February? That cycle ends today. If you want to be truly unrecognizable 6 months from now, you don't need a resolution. You need a system that works when you are at your worst, not just when you are at your best. Today, I'm showing you the exact 5 habits that actually stick. These aren't just tips. They are the building blocks of a new identity. Here is why this year you are finally going to win. Before we dive into the habits, we have to understand why your brain resists change. Your brain is wired for survival, not for your personal growth. It loves the known and fears the unknown. When you tell your brain, I'm going to lose 50 pounds and work out for 2 hours every day, your brain sees a threat to its energy and comfort. It goes into a state of high alert resistance. You feel this is procrastination or laziness, but it's actually just your biology trying to keep you safe in your comfort zone. This is where the science of microwins comes in. Think of an airplane taking off from New York to Los Angeles. If the pilot shifts the nose just 1 degree to the south, the plane will end up in Mexico instead of California. That tiny 1 degree shift is what we are looking for. A microwin is a task so small that it is impossible to fail. By focusing on tiny actions, you bypass your brain's fear response. You aren't trying to climb the mountain in 1 day. You are just proving to yourself that you are the type of person who shows up. Every time you complete a 2-minute task, you get a small hit of dopamine. That dopamine builds a bridge to the next day. Small habits aren't just about the result. They are about rewiring your identity. The easiest way to start a new habit is to anchor it to one you already have. You don't need to find new time in your day. You just attach a microwin to an existing trigger. This is a psychological trick called implementation intentions. For example, if you want to be more mindful, tell yourself, after I pour my morning coffee, I will sit in silence for 60 seconds. While I am brushing my teeth, I will do 15 air squats. By using an old habit as a foundation, the new habit becomes automatic much faster. The mistake to avoid here, trying to stack too many things at once. Start with just 1 stack and master it for a week before adding more. Most people fail because they think too big. The 2-minute rule states that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. If you want to start a gym habit, your goal isn't to work out for an hour. Your goal is to put on your gym shoes and drive to the parking lot. If you want to read more, don't try to finish a chapter. Just read 1 page. The goal is simply to master the art of showing up. Once the habit is established, it's easy to expand it. You have to standardize before you can optimize. You can't improve a habit that doesn't exist yet. Your morning is one the night before. A digital sunset means putting your phone away 30 to 60 minutes before bed. We live in an era of constant information overload. Blue light and endless scrolling keep your brain in a state of high alert, spiking your cortisol right when you should be resting. By disconnecting, you allow your nervous system to settle. This leads to deeper REM sleep, which gives you the willpower and mental clarity you need to stick to your habits the next day. Instead of your phone, keep a physical book or journal by your bed. Give your brain a chance to breathe. Stop thinking about the gym as an all-or-nothing commitment. The word exercise often feels like a chore, but movement is a gift. Focus on the 10-minute rule. If you feel tired or unmotivated, just move for 10 minutes. A quick walk around the block, some light stretching, or even just standing up from your desk. Movement changes your physiology. It clears the mental fog and lowers your stress levels. If you can't do 60 minutes of heavy lifting, don't do 0. Do 10 minutes of movement. In the long run, the person who walks 10 minutes every day will always be the person who does one intense workout and then quits for a month. We are all great at making to-do lists, but we are terrible at acknowledging what we've actually achieved. At the end of every day, write down 3 wins. These don't have to be big. It could be as simple as, I chose water over soda, or I went to bed on time. This trains your brain to look for progress instead of perfection. Over time, this builds an evidence log. When your brain tries to tell you that you aren't making progress, you can look at your journal and see the proof that you are growing. Success is a lagging indicator of your habits. If you watched my last video, you know that this is about more than just productivity. It's about the act of choosing yourself. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, your self-esteem grows. Every time you break a promise to yourself, it shrinks. Choosing yourself this December means you aren't waiting for permission from a calendar date. Think about where you will be in 6 months if you start today versus if you wait until January. That 1-week head start isn't just 7 days. It's a mental advantage. You will already have the momentum while everyone else is just getting started. You aren't doing this for a New Year's resolution. You are doing this because you deserve to see what you are truly capable of when you stop getting in your own way. The version of you that achieves your goals isn't a different person. It's just you, with better systems. Changing your life doesn't happen in a giant leap. It happens in the tiny, daily choices. If you're ready to stop waiting and start building, I want you to comment the word START below. I'll be replying to as many as I can because we are in this journey together. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next deep dive into habit building. And if you're wondering how I personally handled the first few days of my journey, click the video on the screen right now. It breaks down the exact routine I used to get through the first week. I'll see you over there.